So, welcome back once again. This is DarioJames. We're getting ready to take a run around the server real quick. We need to go out to the Wither Skeleton Farm and do some additional half slabbing, so let's get right to it. So, as you can see, we gathered up some more Wither Skeleton skulls ourselves and finished off our six boosts, our six beacons here at our own base. So we're enjoying that. We should be able to finish our hull in a handy dandy fashion here pretty soon. Not only do we have the haste, we've got the speed, so that'll speed things up a bit. And we won't have to worry about any mobs messing with us with our regen and our strength. And we can jump around like a fool all we want to. And hey, look, I'm not bringing anything out there except stuff I don't really need. Okay. So we can tell we were all prepared to go out into the nether and see how that worked out. Yeah. But no. So, this is us falling back down into our hole again. Whee! And watch it render oh so slowly. So let's go offload this food that we don't really want. Food and food items. We did a little bit of harvesting when we were doing our sound checks. Want to see that our sound was working correctly, and hopefully it still is working correctly. I bought myself a new Blue Yeti, and the sound's pretty good. It took me a little bit to figure out my settings for to keep my desktop audio in, but that was okay. And while we were running around last time, we went and got us a mending book, because can always use another mending book. I needed some XP and had to go to our zombie pigman farm, and so of course I had a bunch of rotten flesh to get rid of, so I went over to the villager control trading center and got rid of that. And hey, I got a bunch more in my own chest that I guess I should have took with me. Oh well, hindsight is 2020. I've got villagers here too. I guess I could pillar up and trade with some of those guys too. Just wanted to drop off those books also. And let's go ahead and drop off the glowstone I bought from the villager I was trading with, because So let's go for take 2 of going out to our new wither farm and up the handy dandy minecart elevator. If you've never seen one of these, I'm sure somebody's done a decent tutorial out there, and it wasn't me, because I suck at telling people how to do things. Essentially, you with the minecarts, you get them you can move up 4 spaces, jumping from minecart to minecart. You need to give them a frame and lock them in so that they don't move. And other than that, it's pretty simple. Much better than any of the excuses for piston farm or piston elevators that I've seen. You don't take any damage in these unless, of course, you're a total bonehead and you fall back down your own chute and you didn't have it set up properly for... Okay, I keep running on the wall. You didn't have it set up properly for breaking you at the bottom. And so I'm usually so really rotten at driving these boats, and it's just making it even more so. And here we go, and zoom, 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 zoom. We're almost to the end. At least we think we are. And here it comes, here it comes. That's the end, right? There it is. There it is. That really is the end. And gather up the boat. Go to the very end. Gonna expand all this pretty soon, I think. Throw the boat in there. Climb down the hole. I wanted to bring out a bunch of netherrack. Crap. Yep. Now I remember what it was I wanted to do out here. And I'll show off the farm a little bit, and then maybe I'll go back and get some netherrack. I just love when I don't remember what I'm doing. So here is our farm. It is a design from S.C. Petty and Janosch. It has slime block sweeper arms that run from back here to the middle, pushing mobs into a middle chute, and the middle chute reduces the size of the magma cubes so that they'll fit into a one chute. Everybody else just gets pushed off and they go down the one chute, the one wide chute, down to the bottom where there's a crusher at 2 blocks high that takes care of everybody but the wither skellies, because they're 2.5 blocks high, so they don't get suffocated. And of course the small magma creams also don't get suffocated. I still have to work on that. But this pretty little staircase that was done by Heather caused some lighting issues on the farm, and these like bottom 2 spawning pads just weren't spawning any mobs because they were getting lighting updates. So now they should be spawning if I'm not too close to them. But I probably am too close right now. Let's see, on that side they're definitely spawning, and over here it'll probably spawn when I'm not hanging around too close. Anyway, because of those lighting update issues, ended up building this wall out of netherrack to block the light, and went ahead and filled out the rest of that scaffolding just to block the light from below. And I think we managed to do that. I'm gonna stand off to this side and AFK a bit and see if we get any spawns on that platform over there, because if I still have an issue, I want to know about it so I can go deal with it. But I think we got a wither or a blaze in there already, so I think the issue is taken care of. I don't know. Let me look. Maybe it was on the other side, the farther side, and I'm just fooling myself. And we got a pigman, but pigmen don't care about light levels, and we have a skelly, and a skelly does care about light levels, so there we go. Let's get out of here without getting shot up by the skelly. Okay. End up putting a regen at this location. So once again, Heather built us this really beautiful staircase. She has artistic flair. I'm running with a clear glass. She said she didn't really like it because, you know, putting all this glass on here, because it might look like crap in vanilla, and I kind of agreed with her. I think we found a decent compromise where we'll go with some gray stained glass, and then you won't be able to see all of the etches if you don't have the clear glass, and it starts looking better. So this is the activation spot, and there's a stone pressure plate that runs out and powers a redstone torch tower that goes up and works the clock mechanism on both sides to activate the sweeper arms. Now, Of course, once you get this put on, you're talking about severe lag. There's a lot of action going on up there. As you can see, down come our mobs that we made to spawn, and as you can see, everybody who's not a wither skeleton is getting squishied, and they're dying. Of course, when the little magma cubes finally get down here after being broke up, some of them will still be alive, bouncing around down there. And we got us quite a few cubes, and there you go. Some of the cubes are down here now, and you can see them bouncing around. They can't get out because of this nice cobblestone fence that I put here, but since this crusher mechanism is a constant on, I didn't make it a double crusher because it is a constant on. So you'd have no way to ultimately kill those guys. I might change the method it operates from the original design. So I think we got everybody that we made spawn up there. So let's come clear everybody out. See if we get us a skull. Boom and boom and boom. They die already. Hey, I think I seen a skull. I think that was a skull. Yeah. Or we definitely get a stone sword. You know, those are very valuable. I like to have those. So let's go take a look in our collection chest. And there we go. We got us a wither skull. Need to come by and clean this up here pretty soon. Maybe I'll do that before I go back. Take some of the valuable resources with me. It's like I don't have enough coal and bones. You know. Yes. And oh, so many arrows from hell. More than enough of those myself. So we will take the magma creams and go drop them off in the brew setup that we have out here, because I think there's still some half slabbing to be done around the area. And so I think that fills me up. Of course, I have a few things to get rid of. Walk over to our garbage disposal here. I don't need all those arrows. I only need one arrow for myself. I have infinity. And get rid of this stone. Alright. So I guess I can take a couple more stacks of bones. Which we have a nano farm, so we can always use those. And I guess I'll put one of them back. Because, you know, while we do have a nano farm, we do not. I can consolidate those other things. We still need to have one space for our boat when we're running around. So here we go, back up the stairs, because I just wanted to do that real fast. I'm going to go into the little portal, and this is a portal house, also made by Heather. She's so sweet. She makes things pretty. God knows I don't. And I'll put those magma cubes in here. Magma creams in here. No, not that one. Magma creams in there. And let's go ahead and consolidate our gold nuggets into ingots, and ingots into blocks. And stick them in our handy dandy. Oops, got a lot. I can turn into blocks. Not quite two. So, there we go. So we keep our blocks and our ingots in there. And we'll keep the nuggets on us. Matter of fact, might just